Hey there guys, this is Obsidian Chill. Got another video for today, and this is coming from the test server. As you can see, they have recently released a couple changes to the UI interface. So the first one is the new feats menu. So if you pull up a scorecard in the instance, it's going to pull up all the feats associated with that instance on that panel, on that tab. And I'm assuming, well, on PC it's obviously easy to select. I'm sure on the controller and Switch and Xbox, you just tab between your tabs like you normally would on the scorecard to switch between leaderboard and everything else. So this is a really nice quality of life adjustment because before, for one, you may not even necessarily know which feats are associated with the instance. You may be doing a raid and you're not sure what raid feats are actually raid feats until you scroll through the entire list. Where now it's going to be updated in that tab, so all the feats that you have missing or have earned from that instance, you already know up front. The other nice aspect of this is that some of the longer feats that had larger descriptions, if you weren't sure how to complete them or what was required, you had to wait for that scrolling text to go all the way across the side, which is not practical, especially in an instance. You had to wait for someone to basically read off the feat and how it's done. So now you have that in the details panel. And then the other nice feature is that it does tell you the rewards. So if it's going to reward like source marks or how many feat points, if it's going to reward a title. So basically any type of reward is going to be in that panel as well. And when you do complete feats in the instance, if you pull up the scorecard menu again, it's going to be updated with the feats that you just completed. So if we pull that up now, we're going to see the in terms of when it was completed, we're going to have the completion date. We're going to have the rewards that I earned, 25 feat points. And it will be updated for next time. So now let's take a look at the second UI change, which will be impacting allies. Okay, so the second change that developers have added to the UI is the massive overhaul of the allies menu. So now taking a look and opening the allies menu, it adds much more descriptiveness to all the features. So for example, for the combat ally, when we're looking at Black Adam, it's going to give us exactly what the damage increase is going to be. I mean that the plus 381% damage is not going to mean anything to any player. That's why I do my damage breakdown series. But it does, if there's any other features, like for example, electrifying enemies, we can see Crypto, since he's in support 1, he's going to be increasing average yield of exo materials. If we look at like Batman or Laughs, add him as another support one or the damage one, we can see the breakdown of all the abilities here. So draw a random card from the gain a buff for 20 seconds. We got 5% might, 2.5% fit and prec, Enigma, which is plus 35 power regeneration, 7.5 critical, and 10% health. So basically, if you ever want to know what those cards did, instead of having to go to my video or asking me in Discord, now you're able to actually see that in the menu itself. Same thing with Toxic Encore. And then you'll see these green arrows. So if you need to level up your ally, so say for example we're looking at Flashpoint Batman, it's going to show us exactly what the affinities are unlocked at. We have a level up, and we also have how much ally favor we have, and then how much catalyst. So say for example we go to level up, the new feature, as you can see right here, is they've added changes in terms of what changes from affinity 1 to 2. So even myself, I didn't do that in all my breakdowns because I mean that was going through 10 different ranks to show the effects that may be marginal. So for example here, gain 3% defense while not in a group and gain 1% defense while in a group. That's going to stay the same, 5 and 30. So we'll level this up so we can actually see some changes here. The combat one you can see here plus 40%. But you'll see here, it's going to automatically level up. I don't have to fortify anymore. Level up. As you can see now, it's increased affinity 2. And it's going to show the updated catalyst that I require out of my inventory. Same thing, I can level up again. We'll just quickly do this to 4. So I don't have to worry about splitting up stacks. I don't have to worry about making sure everything is correctly in the inventory space. All I have to do is hit 2 buttons, level up and level up. So now you can see here, I'm at level 4. If I go to 5, my Soul Detective, 3%, 1%, now it goes up to 6% and 2%. Which is handy to know the breakdown between the levels. Now I will mention that, I mean it's not a large deal at all, but once it's max level, you can't go like say previous levels. Like for example, I wanted to know what the difference was between like 7 and 8. Since I'm already at rank 10, I can't go backwards. Not that would be a big deal at all. But you say, for example, it's more mattering for like alts. If you're, hey, is it worth getting Flashpoint Batman to rank 8? What did rank 8 do? You're still going to have to either have one near rank 7 affinity or go to like a video breakdown. But I mean, once again, that's a minor issue. So we can level up all the way here just to get to 10, show you what happens. And now it's going to show max level. You get the nice animation with the affinity stars as well. And if we go to details, it's going to break down as well. So if we go to Flashpoint Black Adam, this basically breaks down where normally you typically had to go to the Fortify screen to see all these effects or see all these basically text breakdown. Now it's going to be in the full detail screen. So it's much more information about the artifacts than we previously had access to. And then, for example, if I wanted to equip it, if I want to equip in the combat ally, you can see the combat select lights up. And if I want to equip it into the support abilities, that lights up as well. I mean, technically, if they want to do support too, that should light up as well. I mean, this is test server. They may make some minor changes, but I understand that they're lighting up both support allies, where this would be lighting up slot 1, and this should light up slot 2, in my opinion. But once again, that's a minor thing. You know it's going to go into the support slot anyway. And then confirm support 1 or 2, and it's going to go there. So this is very handy. This is certainly a change that we should have had from the very beginning. It would have made things a lot more easier to be able to explain not only what the costs are in terms of what the rank changes in terms of the stats. Because I know everyone has a question usually around like CSAT restart in terms of how much supercharger breaks down. Now we can actually see that. -1, -1.5, and -9 seconds. So say if we leveled up Emperor Aquaman. Most people are questioning, hey, is this worth a rank 9 to 10? Well, now you can see it's still it's 1, 2, and 10, 1, 2.5, and 11. So you can see the rank changes, but 1 second, 1/2 a second for the 5,000 ranks. So it's abilities like this where there's minor changes could make a large difference in your decision with whether to level up. Now you can see directly here on the screen, and it pulls automatically from your inventory. So this is something that they could definitely do for like augments and artifacts in the future as well, to make the quality of life adjustments that much easier for players and much more intuitive as well, especially with an ally system that has a lot of information tied to it. So any questions or concerns, you can put that in the comment section, and then we'll see you in the next video.